And now, Suspense. Your host is Autolite, world's largest independent manufacturer of automotive electrical equipment. Autolite makes over 400 products for cars, trucks, tractors, airplanes, and boats in 28 plants from coast to coast. Autolite makes a complete line of original factory parts for Autolite-equipped cars, including industrial thermometers, windshield wipers, wire and cable, distributors, coils, and ignition-engineered, standard, and resistor-type spark plugs. Autolite also makes starting motor armatures, starting motors, generators, voltage regulators, and all types of batteries, including the famous Autolite Stay Full battery. Autolite serves the greatest names in the industry. So from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite. And now, Autolite and its 98,000 dealers everywhere present Suspense.
Got a date?
No. Let's go down to the drugstore for some magazines.
$11, and he's still in the store.
It's not 11 yet. I have to count the receipts, don't I?
In a neighborhood of bums and gangsters, you have to stay open so late?
Look, darling, go home. You're getting excited.
If anything should happen, you could yell yourself hoarse before a policeman comes. But my husband, why should he need a policeman?
Really, darling, you're getting me all mixed up. Go home, will you? In half an hour, I'll be finished. I'll lock up.
Stubborn. That you're alive today is a miracle.
You even look at customers like they're gangsters. I can't go home now. The boy is still out.
You didn't make up this order yet.
Oh, there's a woman left the order this morning to pick it up on the way home from work. She didn't come yet.
So you make it up anyway.
If she comes, I'll make it up. Now, will you go home? I'll come quicker.
You want coffee?
Yes, coffee. Make coffee.
All right. But come home before it burns. And don't forget, lock up the back door.
Yes, yes, I'll lock up. Don't worry, just go. Closing. It's almost 11 o'clock. As a rule, I'm already closed.
This is a stick-up.
Ah,
You heard me. Open that cash register.
are you crazy?
Don't give me any lip. Now, open that cash register.
You get out of here. Get out!
Oh, put that down.
Look at him. Scared like I am.
Put that down.
A gangster. Oh, get out! Get out!
Sure. It's good to see you.
I thought so many times about meeting you. I never thought it would happen practically in my own backyard.
You live near here?
Well, right up the street, 111.
Well, what do you say? Come on over. I'll walk you over.
Well, that's a good idea. See, didn't you used to have curly hair?
Look, I forgot something. Would you go on ahead? I'll come right over and meet you.
Well, don't forget now, 111.
Sure. Be right over.
Did she see you leaving the store? She can identify you if she did. You've got to find out. You've got to.
Mr. Liebowitz. Mr. Liebowitz? Mr. Liebowitz? Mr. Liebowitz, are you in here? Mr. Liebowitz!
Finished with it. Oh, if it gets any hotter, I'll melt.
supposed to be getting cooler tomorrow, Mrs. Dooley.
Oh, that's just propaganda. You know, I'd be lost without my beer. I'm running over to Liebowitz. Do you want me to get some for you?
No.
Well, that's one way to keep your figure.
Why? Told you I said I'd come over.
Yes. I hardly believed you would.
Why?
Oh, you know how these accidental meetings in the street are. You promise to come, but you never do.
Who is that you're talking to?
Oh, Mrs. Dooley, my landlady? My landlady.
Say, it's a funny place to run into each other, huh?
Yeah, you coming right out of my favorite delicatessen.
You saw me come out, huh? Look, why don't you invite me upstairs where we can talk?
Oh, I don't know. It's getting late.
Well, what do you want to do? Talk down here on the stoop?
Oh, no, of course not.
Well, look! I may not be around this neighborhood again for a long time. Besides, you invited me over. What is this, a brush off?
Oh, no, it isn't that. It's just that...
What? Look, let me carry these upstairs for you.
Oh, it's locked. You need a key or someone to buzz it open for you. Gee, it's been years since anyone from school I've met.
Johnny was shot and robbed.
Oh, Mr. Liebowitz?
Yeah, killed.
Oh, the poor man. I knew it. Who did it?
They saw a man with a gray felt hat hanging around outside. They got a witness.
His wife. Has anybody told the poor man's wife?
I don't know. Witness. I wouldn't like to be a witness, lady. You read what happens to witnesses these days? They get killed.
I don't want to invite you up, Harry. It's just that Mrs. Dooley, she's against all men. Well, good night. Thank you very much, Harry.
Ruthie Shaw. Now, I remember now. Ruthie Shaw. Why, in math class. You used to help me.
Oh, you weren't very good at figuring, Harry.
But that was 4 years ago. I've got it all figured out now.
And now, the second act of Remember Me, starring Cloris Leachman and Martin Brooks.
Make yourself at home. I'll put on some coffee.
This all you got?
Yes.
Kitchen, this room?
And a view of the L. Harry,
Yeah?
what'd you do that for?
It's too bright. You don't expect nobody, do you? A boyfriend or something like that?
Oh, Harry, I haven't got any boyfriend. I get up in the morning and go to work and come home and eat my supper and go to bed and start all over again.
The roof. Can you get up on it?
Why?
Well, it's hot, that's all. I want to cool off on the roof. Can you get up on it?
Well, you don't want to go up there, Harry.
Well, I'm just asking.
Oh, these walls are paper thin. Take your jacket off. Make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, that'll be fine. You can think when you're relaxed.
What have you been doing since you left school, Harry?
This and that. One thing and another.
I remember a lot of things about you from high school. You played basketball. You were a star. I had a crush on you. I watched you play. Everybody cheered you.
Cheers don't add up in the bank. What did they ever get me? $35 a week, tops. Busting my back just like anybody else after I got out. The whole neighborhood's alive. You didn't say about the roof. Can you get up there?
Yes. Something wrong with you, Harry?
No, just the noise, that's all. It's like living in a subway station here. Driving me nuts.
Oh, you get used to it.
You sure picked some place to live. Why didn't you ever tell me that you had a crush on me in school?
Oh, you wouldn't have noticed me, Harry.
Miss Shaw! It's me!
I don't want her to find her. She'll throw me out.
Oh, it's Mr. Liebowitz. I thought you ought to know. You shot there all the time. He's dead.
What?
Dead, shot, robbed. Oh, it was a terrible thing. The poor man's life was taken just like that.
Horrible. Who did it?
Oh, I don't know. But you should hear the questions they asked me. Did I see anybody go in the store? Did I see anybody come out of the store? But a man was seen in a gray hat. And they'll get him. You'll mark my words. The street is full of police.
Oh, Mr. Liebowitz, it can't be.
Oh, oh, that murderer. It's a good thing that he doesn't know he was seen. I'll bet he'd kill anyone he knew saw him. I just had to tell you.
Sugar?
Sure.
Say, are you married?
Me married? On what? Cheers and medals? The girls I knew wanted money. With money, you can get any place you want to go.
Not every girl wants money, Harry.
No?
No.
I never did get that beer. Perhaps you've got some that you can spare. Miss Shaw! Miss Shaw! Miss Shaw! Oh, no beer.
You didn't kill him. You didn't. I don't believe it. I won't believe it.
You know me. You can identify me. We've got to wait here for that L.
I went to school with you, Harry.
Now shut up.
I had a crush on you.
I told you, shut up.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
I told you to come away from that door. Get inside.
You live here, lady?
I own this house.
Now, we're just checking. Maybe somebody saw something through the window and it hold up the street. I'd like to speak to your tenants.
Well, there's nobody home upstairs. I've only got 2 parties, and they're away on a vacation. And Miss Shaw, she isn't in, so there's nobody home.
I won't tell, Harry. I won't tell. I'll go away when you feel like. I won't tell. I swear I'll never open my lips about singing. I never did you any harm. Honest, I like you.
You recognize me. That's enough harm. You think I want to kill you? I never killed before. Do you think I want to kill anybody?
Oh, Harry, don't kill me.
You recognize me. I got to kill you. I got to kill you.
Well, he's dead. Just a kid. An amateur. You're lucky, lady. Very lucky.
So we come to the end of another story of suspense brought to you by Autolite. During the 2 weeks to come, we have two particularly unusual suspense stories. And in just a moment, I'd like to tell you the titles of them, a little something about them, and the names of our cast. But first, before I do that, I'd like to remind you drivers that when it comes to batteries, this is the one you want to make sure you get. The Autolite Stay Full battery. Just remember what I told you a little bit earlier, won't you? That in this battery, we don't need all the space down at the bottom of the case, so we put that extra space up here. And because of that, with the Autolite Stay Full battery, you get 3 times the liquid reserve of ordinary batteries. That's why you just have to fill your Autolite Stay Full battery 3 times a year in normal car use. Believe me, you'll be glad you got one. Just look for this sign right here, or it's very easy to pick up the telephone, call Western Union by number, and ask for Operator 25, please.
I'm Operator 25. Just call me and I'll gladly tell you the name of your nearest Autolite battery dealer. That's Western Union, Operator 25. And remember...
From bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite. I'm sure that when I mentioned the title, The Lodger, to you, if you're a suspense story fan, you think of one of the most suspenseful stories you've ever read. It was written by Mrs. Belloc Loans, who is the author of the suspense story we're going to bring you next week. It's entitled Her Last Adventure, and it will star Arlene Francis and Lloyd Bridges. The week following, we have a story with an unusual plot. It's entitled Woman in Love, but it's a story of suspense and escape from behind the Iron Curtain. So be sure to be with us next week and the following week for Her Last Adventure and Woman in Love, two stories well calculated to keep you in Suspense. The program you've just seen will soon be seen by members of our armed forces overseas through the courtesy of Autolite. Ladies and gentlemen, United States defense bonds are safe as your government and guaranteed against loss. They now pay 3% interest. They're available where you work or where you bank. So for security for yourself and security for your country, buy defense bonds now.
Exciting The Hunter on the CBS television network.